from okay, we'll do how about this? Why don't we do Vibstar first, Kitten second, and then the big controversy last. So Neo,
Yeah,
no, Stealth and Neo.
yeah.
Okay, so okay, so let's try and get Vivstar in. I invited them to party. I need them to join. So I want to start with Vivstar, then we'll go Kitten and Stealth Neo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stealth. Where's Stealth? There he is.
What a race. Wow, for first place the whole entire race.
Okay, that's
Wow.
incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so Vidstar, we're going to start with you. Everyone else, so Vidstar, make sure to include your audio in the party. Everyone else, please mute, because I know there's kind of some controversy. So Kitten, Neo, and Stealth, please mute. Vidstar, you
Yep.
include your audio?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Congrats on the P3.
Thank you.
Uh, just talk us through that whole race.
It was a difficult race because like quali didn't go so well. But yeah, just made it up in the race. I thought I made the right decisions at the right time, especially on the safety cars, not pitting, staying on the mediums. I think that helped.
Did you find it
Yeah, I
crucial?
mean,
Did you lower your pace to stay on the track, or was it just staying on the track yourself?
Yeah, I think one of my main targets was not to get a penalty because I think that screwed other drivers. So
Yeah,
yeah, just not getting penalties I think helped as well.
that's very crucial.
yeah, it was an interesting race, Vipstar. Was there any team orders that you thought between yourself and Joshi? Because I know there was a bit of contact there, and I don't know what the thought process was.
Yeah, we were just discussing that. I don't want to say too much because I haven't seen the clips from him or my POV, but yeah, I think I was okay. These things happen, and then yeah, he was on the faster tire, I was ahead, and yeah, these things sometimes happen. So we'll check over the clips and then see who's in the wrong.
Okay, that's a very professional answer, I will say. It's an interesting race back. It's welcome to have you back.
Thank you.
It's great
Yeah.
having you back here. A podium on your day out. What was the thought process towards the end when you saw Stealth and Neo? What was your take on that Stealth and Neo incident as you saw you got tangled up in that?
Yeah, well, they were ahead of me. I saw their ERS lights come on, so I knew they were running out of ERS, so I thought I could get a pretty good finish, and then all of a sudden they crashed. I couldn't do much about it. I got quite lucky actually, not to be DNF'd, but yeah, it looked like someone cut the other person off, so I think there's definitely someone at fault there. But yeah, I got lucky, I'd say, and I'm happy to finish on the podium.
Yeah, I mean, definitely congrats. I don't have any further questions, Blake.
What a race, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's big congrats, mate. Great comeback. I
Cheers.
think. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swiftly
That'll go me
moving
happy.
on
Congrats,
to the
mate.
race winner.
thank you.
Ah, kitten. Hello. Your audio is included. All good.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. Fire away.
All right. So
So,
please talk us through qualifying to the end of the race.
sure. So qualifying, where do I start really? I mean, I was quite rusty going to Saudi because I was referring to last season because I did very well in URL last season. Of course, the fact that I didn't practice today, I was on the back foot. So the first few laps of quali, I kept getting invalidated. So just tried to take my mind off it and just keep going. But on the final run, I did get an invalidation, but I would have got P3 with that lap. Wasn't ideal. But in race pace, my setup was purely on race pace, so I just felt a lot better with the car, the feel of it. I'm also being more confident with the rotation. I had a nice battle with Charlie and Gaul. They did very well. But I don't know how I won, to be honest, because like I shouldn't have won that, to be fair, because Stealth and Impulse were fighting along. It was very close.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I was just staying focused and not trying to bash into the walls. I was on the limit last few laps of safety car. I was just trying to stay myself motivated.
Um, did you struggle with the staying on the track, or was it just battle's forcing you off.
I was slacking a bit on penalties, but that was mainly because I was just rushing to get past cars on the first stint. I was just trying to get the rhythm in. As soon as I was on the softs and with the outlap on the mediums, I did a very good outlap to do the undercut
Yeah,
on
that
3 cars,
undercut
I believe.
was.
So that was very crucial. So I put a very good lap in. I knew when it was time to pit because the tyres weren't feeling so great. So I do feel that it was the right call to come in because it did pay off. However, the fact with the safety car, I thought Charlie was going to benefit actually because I was closing the gap within 2 laps, but then I'm surprised I got ahead of Charlie coming out the pits. So yeah, very surprising indeed.
Before I want to move on to the race, some controversy in the race, I want to talk about qualifying. Did you expect to see Joshy on pole and all that?
No, not really. I mean, fair play to Joshy with that lap. I mean, that had to get a lot of practice in for that. So very well done to him. I mean, again, I don't think I was on shot for pole because at that point I was still learning the track. So had doing the 22 race yesterday, I wasn't on form until I got into the race. I just did like 10 laps and I was back in form. So it just takes time.
Yeah, and then moving back to the race, there was a moment when the safety car came out on the main straight. You tried to even give Gould the inside, maybe moved over, maybe didn't. What was the thought process there?
So you're talking about when the safety car came in?
It was just as it just came out, as you just going past the pits.
Oh right, yeah. I was just trying to defend my position really in the lead. I mean, I can't actually remember because I was trying to focus on the gap, but I'll take a look back on the stream.
Yeah, it was a very. I thought it was controversial, but we'll have to see later. Blake.
I just well done on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats. That's
yeah, I just pulled that one out of the bag, literally.
It was.
I was not expecting it.
A very fun race to watch.
Yeah, it was the 4-way battle, first few laps. I really enjoyed it.
It was a long battle. I really loved that race. Congrats, Kitten, on the win.
Thank you.
Looking forward to this season, then. Let's move on to Neo. We're going to be moving to you next. Neo, first of all, congrats.
Hello.
Welcome back to 21.
It's good to be back.
Talk us through qualifying to race end.
Qualifying? I wasn't really worried about myself.
Is your audio included?
Yeah, it is. Don't worry. Qualifying, I was just mainly helping out my teammate Ghoul. Just like helping him. I wasn't really worried about myself. Wanted to get him a high position. I gave him a toe, like 3 straights. Just really wanted to help him out. I messed up my lap, but I wasn't mad with P8 because I knew I could be consistent and not get any penalties on the track.
And then the race?
The race was just chaos at the beginning. I think I went up 2 positions and I lost 3. Can't remember. Just try not to die. Vivstar, I mean, almighty send up the inside, and I'm like, wow, bit early for that.
You had very good ERS management compared to other drivers on the track.
Also helps Jeddah is like easier to get DRS from. ERS, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, did you try to, same question we gave to Vivstar. Were you trying to lower your pace towards the end when you saw the penalties? You maybe were going to get a win. You were on for the win going into the final straight. Were you trying to lower your pace there, or was it just still full out?
I was going all send because I knew it was going to be me versus Stealth for the win.
On that note, do you feel a bit hard done to by the constant boxing in towards the end?
Yeah. Just disappointed that, like, if that didn't happen, I probably would have won, or it might have been close. Probably would have been like a 10th or 2, maybe.
I mean, it was still close. I mean, you had 6 attempts. Well, I think the 6 attempts was lost just in the contact, and then the final corner without a wing.
I didn't even realize I had wing damage. It just felt normal.
I mean, I don't have any further questions, Blake.
Nope, just congrats on PT, mate.
Yeah, congrats.
Great points for my team.
Back.
Thanks,
Welcome
boys.
back to URFL. Neo, I will say that's a great job done. Obviously, shame you couldn't get the win, but yeah, it's racing.
Balls are alpha, baby.
Okay, moving on to Mr. Stealth. This is gonna be fun. Stealth, last time I did an interview with you, you shat on my team and shat on Ferrari. What's gonna happen this time? How was that race? Qualifying to race end.
Well, quali, pretty well. Just average, as you'd call it. Should have been P1, but a little, not the best last run. Middle sector was a bit, yeah, not the best, but P2, good start and position. The race was going, well, it was going very well. No penalties, no warnings. It was looking very good for a win, and just final lap got a bit scruffy.
What are your
but
thoughts on the final lap?
I don't know. I've not really looked at the clip, but from my POV, he wasn't even alongside. So that's the only reason why I went across, and then also Viv started down. It would have been on my right as well, so I tried to give both as much space, and didn't really think Neo was going to stay there. I thought he was going to be a bit wiser since he was barely alongside, and he was kind of in my blind spot there as well. So thought he was going to back out. He would have got a better run down out the final corner as well, picking up a nice double slipstream, but clearly not the case for him. Good race overall.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy.
like,
with it.
the close battling you guys were having is just ridiculous to see.
Yeah, if that's if that is what it's gonna look like, then we've got
It's a
a
great
very
little
good
teaser for the
season.
rest of the season.
Yeah, we've got a very good season on our hands.
Not to, we won't leave you out with the pen question. So, were you lowering your pace for the pens, or were you just full out send the whole time?
No, no, I'm not one of those, who sandbags. I like to test my pace against others. Any practice I can get is appreciated for me. So
I mean,
maybe not
to keep up
fully
with the big
flat out.
dogs, of Kitu and Charlie, fair play.
I mean,
Stealth showed last season that he was up there at times.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm not. Pace is decent. I have been improving, but it's just that final lap or just those final couple laps just let me down.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of boxing in. There was a lot of stuff that happened, a lot of controversy. Jeddah always seems to produce some controversy. I think it was great battling.
Yeah.
Regardless of how that went, congrats on the race. I think it was a great showing. Obviously, this is preseason, so don't have to worry about no points. So
Yeah.
I think it's a great showing for the season coming ahead. Congrats, Stealth, on a
Thank
good
you.
showing on that.
Well done,
Thank
mate.
Yeah.
Right.
So Blake,
What a race.
yeah, I'll still see you later. It's an incredible race, Blake. I have to say, I was very surprised. I didn't think Kitten was going to win that. And of course,
I
he just
thought-
comes back and wins it.
With those penalties, I thought it was done for sure.
I
Well,
didn't think it was going to be close.
The way he just gapped the field on the restart is quite amazing. I will say
Oh,
that
you know what we could do?
my predictions at the start of the race came true. Stealth, Charlie, and Kitten,
God.
and then the outsiders of Joshy and Stealth.
I didn't expect Neo to be up there. Actually, hold on. I've just got a message. Do you have time for one more interview?